Hi guys, welcome to another YouTube channel. So today we'll be doing my favorite signature cap. Yes, when I mean signature cap, this is the cap I love to make. So this is a sample, like you've seen the picture. This is a sample and we're going to go and make it. If you are just new to my channel, please like, share and subscribe. Just like, share and just subscribe. Just subscription is very free. So yes, we are not using that same fabric, but we're using accessory. Accessory is like a Nigerian heritage clothes. So the cap we are using, the cap measurement is 21.5, like I've written down 21.5. So yes, that's the measurement we'll be using. So divided by 2 is 11, is 10.75. So yes, is this like I normally say, I don't do tutorial just for tutorial sake. I do it for a client, but I feel that like there was someone outside there needed it. So instead of making it 11, I make it 2 inches. I might add 1.25 to make it longer, so that's 12 inches. So what I do is I bend my, like you have seen, I bend it to make sure that I have 12 inches. I make sure my cap is always 2 pieces, not 4 or 5 pieces, because it's supposed to bend, it's supposed to be a curved cap. So that's what I do. So that's what I just marked out. So 12 inches on the straight, on the slant line, on the bias line. So now what I do basically is just to make sure that I have, because the length of the cap will not be enough. I need like 9 or 10, but because I'm doing not an adult one, I'm doing like a teenager's cap, so I make sure my length is 9. If you see what I marked on my table is 9 inches. So this is how I normally do my basic cap for this. So this is it. So I have, you can see the way I mark it straight down 9. So because I've marked my cap on the slant to be 12, the 12 means I've added allowance to it to make sure that there's a joining. So I make sure the line on the 12 is on the straight line on the upper side. If you notice, you see that it's on the straight line. So which means the downside also, I must make sure that whatever I'm having from the upside is the same line, just like the way I mark it out. So I mark it out like that easily. Do you understand? So that means if I'm having 12 up, I'm having 12 down also. So that means the length of the cap based on what I marked on the table is 9 inches. But for an adult, I make sure it's 10 inches. But because I'm using a teenager's measurement, so I'm using my length of cap to be 9. And I'll explain better during the course of the video. So you can see what I've done now. So I've just cut out a piece out of the 2. So what I do is I use it to cut more. So initially, because I'm doing 2 caps, I'm supposed to just do 2 of this is enough, but because I'm doing 2 caps, I need 4 of this. So I'll be cutting 4 different layers like this. So that's what I'm just doing now. That is 2, so I'll be cutting 2 more. Note, the length of my cap is 9 for this, for the cutting part. If I'm using it for an adult, it's supposed to be 10. So which means whatever I'm marking it will be 10 on the table. Then I now bend my measurement to make sure it's fitting perfectly. Yes, so now I have my 4 piece cut out. But don't worry, we're just doing tutorial for just 1 cap. So I'll see you through, I'll put you through how we'll do the whole cap from the beginning to the end. So yes, this is 4 piece, but note, like I said, my cap is 2 piece. So now I want to cut the lining also. I want to cut the lining. So the lining for the cap, I needed -1. If my cap length is 9, so I need a lining that will give me 8 inches. Nothing more, nothing less, 8 inches exactly. So that's what I'll be cutting out on this. So the length of the cap, like I said, on the table is 9 inches. You can see again. So the cap I'll need is 1 inch minus, which is 8 inches. So that's what I'll be doing. And I use cotton lining, not silk. Yes, so 8 inches. So I mark it out. Like I told you, I'm doing 2 caps in the process for 1. Yes, these are not tutorials I just use and drop it. It's a client's order, so they are all useful and vital. So yes, I mark it 18, so I'm going to be cutting it out. Like I said, if it's an adult, I'll make the main cap 10, whereas the lining will be 9. Yes, so I just have to put that out. Please, if you're liking it so far, so please just like, just click on subscribe. There's more here. We talk about the ladies cutting, men's cutting, and kids, anything from bustier corset to everything. We do that too. Yeah, so yes, now this is my 4 piece. I'll be going into the sewing part, so I'll be taking them one by one, like you have seen. I'll be joining them self edge to self edge. So that's what you can see, still on the same line I marked out before. So I'll be joining them like that, the 4 piece on a straight line. If I'm doing 1 cap, it's just going to be 2 piece. So yes, so you see I'm done joining them. So this is what I have. Bend, slant, like that. Yes, so you can see. So I'll be cutting out one of the slants to make sure that I have a normal length of a cap. So that's what I just did now. So I'm cutting out one of the edges straight. Then I will now join it back Yes, you see the way I join it back. So that means I'm having now a normal proper cap measurement, which is still, the length is still 9 now, but it's now wider in sense of 2 measurements. So now I've joined that. So now what I need to do is now to fold the edge, to fold the cap, the first cap I need that now. I need to down fold it together to have my first cap. So that's what I just did now. So don't forget that my measurement for the cap is still 21.5. So now half of it is 10.75. You see, so I mark it out and I had 1.1 and 1.25 to it. That makes it 12. You can see. So I have 12 inches. In case of the person wants it bigger or smaller, there's always an allowance inside. So yes, that's my 12 inches. So I cut it out. So the other one will be for the other cap, which is, by the way, you can see I still have my length for 9 and my width is still 12. So now that's the exact measurement I needed to sew when I'm sewing for my cap, which is 10.75. So yes, but we're going back to that now. So now we are joining the lining we cut. Okay, yeah, sorry. We'll be doing the collar stay. We're putting a stay to the head. So the stay for this kid or this teenager is going to be 3 inch. The width of the stay is going to be 3 inch, whereas the length the height of the collar stay is 3 inch, whereas the width is still going to be the same width I have for my full cap. You understand? So my full cap now is 12 plus allowance is 12. So I'll have it like that. Whereas the length is still going to be 3 inch. If I'm doing it for an elderly or probably a more older man, I'll do 3.5. 3.5 is the maximum I do now, because I'm doing it for a teenager. It's going to be 3 inch. So I'll be cutting it out. Yeah, so I'll be cutting it out. It's not 3 inch for a teenager. Even for a kid it's 3 inch, but for an elderly or a slightly bigger man, I use 3.5 as the maximum. So now I have to gum this to the edge. So gumming it means I only have to leave half inch. You can see what I just did. Half inch only at the edge of the fabric. That will be my sewing allowance. So that's it. Half inch, and I gum it. Don't forget it's a collar stay. It's supposed to be stronger. It's supposed to have that effect. And there are many caps that you do, but because this is an African cap, and I wanted it to have that effect of the strong part, that's why I'm putting collar stay. Sometimes if customers don't want it, you don't need it. Just make it the way it is and it still comes out well. Because I want this one to be in a shape, just like the picture you saw ahead. So if you're liking the videos up to now, please can you just subscribe, please? Can you like and share? We need you. We need you to grow this team. We need you. Just click on. So if you're watching on the TV also, do the same thing. Just click on your subscribe button and also give it a thumbs up button, please. Turn up. Just give it a thumb up, please. It goes a long way for a young channel like this. Yes, and we really appreciate older subscribers and new subscribers that are joining our channel for the first time. We welcome you. Just give it a thumbs up. If you have a question, please just drop it. Don't worry, we are not much yet, so I can easily answer any questions that you have relating to cap, trousers, top, corsets, skirts, trousers, anything, both men and women. Don't worry, we got you covered. And if you want to send a proper message to me, you can go through my email. I'll reply fast. So now it's gummed already. So now I'll be joining my lining to it. So yes, that's how I'm doing it. So I've cut out the lining. Yes. So I'll be joining not on the cap, not on the white, but a little bit away from the white, from the collar stay. So yes, that's what I'll be doing. So you can see, yes. So now I've joined it, but it's okay now, but I need to top stitch it also. So I lace flat, you can see, just like where I did. I need to top stitch it on it. Yes, and top stitching is always on the lining, not on the fabric. So it's lace very flat. So now we're going to the top stitching the machine. So yeah, I've done this top stitching now. So now it's now to join the fabric itself, which is the exact measurement now, not allowance, but exact measurement. As a measurement is 10.75, like I've always been saying. So yes, that's it. I mark it out accurately now, not no more, no less, no more. So yes, accurate, exactly. So I roll it down on the way. Please like, share, and subscribe. Yes, so all the way down. Don't forget that this has to be straight, has to be on a straight line. If not, it might be tight or loose for the person. So now this is it, it's stitched already, so I have to iron it out. Yes, I have to do a proper iron. Stretch it out. Yes, that's what I mean. So from there I can now fold. You can see the way the joinings are meeting. Yes, I can now fold it round. Yes, fold it, but put the lining inside. Don't forget the lining is too short now. We'll get back to that. It's still 1 inch shorter. Yes, as you can see. So now I'll be doing my first stitch around the edge, the down edge. And I'll mark it out so you can see what I'm saying now. I'll do my first stitch on the edge, yes, like that, all around like that. So that's what I'll be doing first. So yes, I've done that, as you can see. So I'm not showing the machine because it will take longer time. So yes, as far as you can know how to make it round, yeah, that's it. So now I still have ½ inch short, which is not a problem. So now I need to do the second stitch just like the sample I have there. You can see the stitches there. You can see I need to do another stitch that will make more sense. So this is it. Hold the upper side of the collar stay and stitch it round. Yes, so stitch it round like that. I'm sorry, I'm using a pen so that I can all see it clearly. And yes, it's done. This is the stitch part. You can see it. Yes, so I can bring it out again and now see the effect. Yeah, so you can see. Yeah, so this is how it feels like, laying flat and laying comfortable. So I will sew the edges now. I'll sew the round edges to make sure it's balanced. Yes, so let me sew the edges so that it will be on the same line and same shape. Yes, so that is done already. You can see it's laying flat, it's looking like it already, so you can see. So yes, so the next thing is now iron it first. Then the next thing is now to put the cover, the square. Most people use round, but for me I don't use round. I use square because of the shape I want it to be. I don't want it to be the typical hold one. I want it to be a particular shape exactly. You can see particular shape, the square shape exactly. So now I'll be using the fabric the way it is, not slant anymore. So yes, it's going to be 7 by 7. Yes, 7 by 7. So I cut it out like that. So and that's what I'll be using. That's my lining also. Same measurements. So I'll be putting this in frame into it and it fits in perfectly inside. So yes, exactly. Stitch it round first and I put it on it, just like the description. Yes. So now let's go and do that. So that now it's done. You can see I can cut out the edges. Yes. Cut out the edges. Then the next thing I will do is to overlock it. Please, if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't shared my video, please do it. This is very easier than, I don't know whichever one you've watched before, but yes, this is a very easy one. So now it's now time to overlock the edges. So now it's done. Overlocking is important because the edges of these fabrics are quite very technical to deal with. If you don't overlock it, it becomes, it loses itself very easily. So now you can see the effect already. Yes, exactly. So now I have to iron the final part to lay it flat like we've always wanted it to be. So yes, put it in, then open it up for the inside to go in. Yes, so that's it. Exactly. You can see, just like the sample you see, we do exactly what we show. So yes, this is it. So iron it flat and iron it outside. Exactly. Yes, that's it. You can see it's just exactly the same thing. Exactly. So please like, share, subscribe. There's more videos like this under my description. You can see, check out more. And my channel has more and more. This is the second one I told you I was doing. Yes, so that's this 2 caps fully ready. There's more on the description that you can probably like to check out. Thank you for subscribing. God bless you. See you on my next video. Peace out.